Hello. Hi, everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me in all my shoes? This is not even all my shoes. Let's be real. How's everyone doing? Hi. Let me adjust. How are we doing? Are you all there? Hi guys. Hello. Hi, Marin. How is it going? So, okay, we have a little bit of a different setup today, as you can probably see, because I wanted to get out like a good range of shoes. So I'm using my cutting table here, and then my computer's right here. So I'm talking here and lights and, and Henry keeps jumping up on the table. So it might be cute or it might be a total disaster if he like turns the live stream off because he kept jumping on the computer as I was trying to test today. So shoes. Hello, everyone. Okay, so shoes. Yeah, so this is by popular request. The request was to talk about shoes, like vintage style shoes and styling them and wearing them with your handmade garments and all of that. So I feel like I need to like have a disclaimer in the beginning saying what this isn't going to be. And what it's not going to be is a discussion of orthopedic shoes or comfort shoes. Because I feel like anytime I start talking about shoes, there's always someone who says, well, I can't wear those because of this issue. And the truth is, I can't really wear heels for long periods of time anyway, either. So this is more like feeling the fantasy, photo shoots. I'm going to talk a little bit about everyday shoes today. But today, we're really going to be talking about like beautiful shoes that can complement your handmade looks in photos, not necessarily comfort walking shoes, though I do have some tips on that too. So that's that's one thing I need to say. The other thing I'll say is this isn't going to be a discussion of budget-friendly shoes necessarily, though that could possibly be another day too. And I do have some tips on that as well. But I will say I pretty much pulled out some of my favorite, like most beautiful, most expensive. We're not talking like Louboutins here, but I have a lot of remix. I have a lot of like higher quality shoes. There he is. Henry, please. Please. Don't jump on the computer or hit the webcam. Do you want to be in the shoe presentation? Henry's here. Do you just need to say hi? Okay, hold on. We just need to take a Henry break. I'm not sure why he's so needy right now, because he just ate. You just ate, baby doll. You want to say hi to the people? They're in that little box right there. Say hi. Say hello to your fans. So this is Henry, for those of you who haven't met my darling baby boy. He's 11 years old. I've had him since like the first, look at his little paw. I've had him since like the early days of my first blog, and he's been very, very present in all of the various media over the years. So he's pretty much famous. Did you just need to say hi to your people? He's wearing his springtime bow tie today. So I guess this is now going to be the live stream, is this. Me rocking my baby to sleep. You're so tired. He just wants a hug. So what were we talking about, Henry? We're telling these lovely people about shoes. So he just wanted a hug. So sorry, what were we talking about? What were we talking about? We're talking about shoes. So I guess what I was getting, I'll try to continue. Best video ever. This is the video, everyone. This is the video. I'll tell another Henry story while we've got him here, and that is the first time I met Henry, which was at a cat rescue at the Petco or whatever it is in Union Square, New York City. And I picked him up. He was covered in his own feces. I hate to say it, Henry, but it's true, because he was sleeping in his litter box. So I picked him up and he put his little paw around my arm, kind of like he's doing now, like a little tree monkey. And it just stole my heart. And I had to have him. So I took him home. And this is when I lived in Queens. And he was so disgustingly dirty. He had like earworms and various mites and various infections and, you know, the feces problem. So I gave him a bath like this. He was 5 months old. I gave him a bath in my bathroom sink. And he just like looked at me with like so much trust in his little eyes and was just like, okay, if this is what we need to do. And he was just like so docile and just like let me give him a bath. And I was like, if I wasn't already completely in love with this little cat, that was it. That was my undoing with this little baby. So Henry, I'm telling them all the embarrassing stories. And now he's like such a big boy. See that big bottom? You've grown up so big. So big. Well, Henry, Mommy is kind of working right now. He's just purring. So yeah, he's just always been like a little mama's boy. And he's just a little love. Pets are the best. What would we do without you, Henry? Mr. Henry Higgins. Look how big he is. Shoes and Henry. You guys enjoying the shoe discussion? Henry, maybe you can tell them how to coordinate their bow ties with their shoes. He's like, no, I don't think so. He's a very big boy. My arm is actually getting a little tired right now. He's like, what are you, like 14 pounds, 15 pounds? When we lived with Claudette, I don't know if you guys have heard the story of the woman I lived with for a while, and I now take care of her cat every now and then, Jack. When we lived with Claudette would just leave food down for the cats, for Jack and Henry. And Henry was in like heaven. He loves to eat. He's always hungry. So you got to go now? Okay. All right. I'm glad we had that moment. Bye, baby. So he was like in heaven eating all the time. Like he doesn't really have an off switch when it comes to eating. So he got up to 18 pounds, guys. He was 18 pounds, my little baby boy. So he had to go on a diet. And I love living with Claudette, but that was like there's Hattie. One of the reasons I really wanted my own place after a while was I was like, I can't control Henry's diet. I just can't. So we moved into an apartment for a while, like a live-work loft. And then he was on a very strict diet, which was very hard for him. It was also hard for me because it was a loft and I didn't have like a bedroom door. I just had like a sleeping loft with my studio downstairs. So he would wake me up at all hours of the night and I couldn't lock him out of the room. But he eventually got down to his goal weight, which is 14 pounds. I think that's where he is now. He got embarrassed. You want him? I know. Everyone should have him. He's of the people, right, Henry? He's a doll. He's a little doll. So that's Henry. All right. That was nice. So what was I saying? Okay, so we're not going to be talking about budget shoes or comfort shoes necessarily. And the other thing I'll say is that I mentioned this yesterday, but I do this for a living. Like, I have to buy shoes for my job. So obviously I'm very lucky because I love shoes. We all love shoes. And I have the excuse of buying shoes to use in photo shoots, and also they're tax deductible. So if you look at my shoe collection and think that it's unreasonable, because this isn't even like a percentage of it, guys, then I will just keep that in mind before judging me. Okay, so let's start with, I thought I would just kind of pull out today some of the shoes that I use the most, like in photo shoots, and work with my designs in a more like universal way. So they are tax deductible, no judgment. Well, I only said that because I once put up a video of my second bedroom, which is technically a walk. I mean, it's in practice a walk-in closet at this point, and I put up shoe racks around the ceilings, like around the walls at the ceilings, and so it's like bordered in shoes. And so I put up a video of that, and that video went I was going to say viral. It didn't go viral. It was very popular on Instagram, and it like made it to a lot of people who didn't follow me or don't know what I do or whatever. And they were just like sort of flabbergasted by how many shoes I own. So I felt a little defensive since then about how many shoes I own. So I'm going to let that go. I'm going to let it go. All right. So it's a dressing room. Exactly. It's a dressing room. Okay, everyone. So I felt like the first shoe I had to mention was the Remix Rita. I have this shoe in 4 colors, and I would buy it in more if it came in more. And I feel like this is probably the shoe that I wear the most with my dresses because it spans eras pretty well. Like, it looks really good with 40s stuff. It's technically a 40s style design. So if you're not familiar with Remix, a lot of these shoes are from Remix Vintage Shoes. They create reproductions of vintage shoes. They're all high quality. They're all in the like $150 to $200 range. And they all have leather soles. So a lot of people use them for swing dancing and stuff like that too, because you need leather soles for dancing. So that's just a little background on Remix. And they actually reproduce vintage shoes. So that's what this is. This is a reproduction of a 40s shoe. But the reason I like it so much is I feel like it looks great with 50s style stuff too. It's probably not technically era appropriate to wear it with 50s stuff, but it just looks so good with everything. It has a peep toe and a bow, and I have it in black and then the ivory. They used to have it in a true white, which I've been trying to get, but I don't think they're making it anymore. Ivory, red, and the great Remix pink. I love this blush pink. We're all told we should wear nude shoes, like by fashion magazines because they lengthen your legs. And I don't really love like skin tone shoes so much, but this kind of gives you the same effect of like lengthening the leg while being a really cute little color if you have light skin. So just like as a disclaimer. So if if your skin tone is kind of like mine, I kind of consider this a nude shoe. Okay, so that's why I thought I'd mention like the Rita first, because I wear it so much. You'll see it in so many of my photos. I will say I feel like it runs small. No, big. It runs big because, as I mentioned, I think it was yesterday, I feel like I'm a pretty true 9 in American shoes, which is like a 39 in European shoes. And I buy an 8 in the Rita. So that's a full size down. Okay. So that's the Rita. Erica says, where are they made? These ones say made in China, but I think some of their other shoes, yeah, these are Remix. These are made in Spain. Whew, Henry hair. These are also Remix, made in Spain. So I think, if you check each web page, this is also China. If you check their each product page, it should probably tell you. Okay, so that's the Rita. And then I thought I would also mention like another nice shoe silhouette to have is a baby doll pump, this is a very 50s style silhouette. So this is like a round toe, a chunky but curvy heel, and a sort of like low vamp down here. Can I put my hand in so you can see the shape of the vamp? There you go. Look, it's like my hand's a foot. Oh my goodness. So this is the I think this is the Remix Carmen shoe, and it's in this brown croc, which I love. And I wear an 8.5 in this one. So again, the sizing is a little kind of all over the place for me with Remix. So that's the Carmen. They also have a shoe called the it's just called Baby Doll. And this is a more 50s silhouette. Like it's like flying cat hair. This is a more like 50s Marilyn Monroe kind of silhouette. And these are great and very flattering with everything. All right. And then another really great heel style. Oh, this is like a sort of, this is similar to the Baby Doll. This is a Spectator Mary Jane Baby Doll. So that's really fun. I used that in the Stanwyck photo shoot, I think. Two-tone ivory and brown, like a warm caramel brown. These are fun. So these look great with, I think, like fall things and things like the Stanwyck skirt and coats and stuff like that. So let's see. You guys laughing at me choking on Henry's hair. All right, so that's a Baby Doll silhouette. I was kind of trying to like organize by silhouette. So, and then sort of like a hybrid between a Baby Doll and a peep toe like the Rita would be this Remix Betty. So again, this is something that's going to span 40s/50s really well because it has some characteristics of both eras. So the curvy, thicker heel, slight platform, really cute little peep toe, and the shaped leather bow on top. And these are suede. These come in red and black, I think, and I, of course, have them in both. I wear these, I've worn these in photo shoots before, and they look great with a lot of different things. This is an 8.5 medium, so similar to the Carmen sizing for me. Whew. All right. Any questions so far? Love a Baby Doll. What heel height is that Spectator? Well, looks like it's about 4 inches with no platform. All right. The bows are removable. They are, Missy, on the wedges, but not on the other ones, right? Is that correct? Or am I like missing something here? Oh yeah, these are like stitched on, but they're removable on the lower wedges. So Remix also, if you don't like a high heel, they do make like a wedge in this style. And yeah, the bows are clip-on, which is nice. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see. Should we move on to, someone just said they love Mary Jane. So I have a bunch of Mary Janes too. Maybe we should move on to that next. Love these. I can't remember what this, oh, Stella. I have like a weird memory for shoe names, lipstick color names, and paint names. So someone asked me like a couple weeks ago what all the paint colors were in my house, what the names were, and I can like list them off instantly, even though it's been years since I painted some of these rooms. So this is the Stella, and it has a really fun, this actually has some like Art Deco 30s kind of styling, fun little cut out sort of here, peep toe, and then it has a Mary Jane strap. These are so comfortable, guys. This isn't a discussion of comfort, but these are really comfortable. I've worn these to things like Viva and worn them for like half a day at least walking around, and they're great. They're good for dancing too. They got the leather soles. I have these in an 8. So again, I don't know why Remix, I feel more petite when I buy from Remix, but yeah, these are an 8. And I have these in pink and a really pretty metallic blue as well. Okay, another similar style to that is this, and another brand I really like, we're going to branch out to another brand, is Miss Elfire. I've been a big fan of theirs from way back, and they used to be way more vintage in their styling than they are now. Now they're going a little more modern, like boho, which I'm not loving, but back in my day, they were way more vintage. And one of their most popular shoes is the Betty. And this is great. It's a sling back with a Mary Jane strap and a peep toe, little platform, and this is like a 3-inch heel. These are so comfortable, guys, and I buy these in a 40. This is European sizing. Rubber soles. I think these are rubber soles. And I brought these in black and in red on a week-long trip that I took to Disney World. And I will actually wear these around Disney World like all day, like 10,000 steps we're talking about. And I have no problem with these. So I feel that these are comfort shoes. There, we discussed comfort. We discussed comfort. So this is the Miss Elfire Betty. Yeah, it's really good. So they also come in white, and I've been considering buying those for a while. Similar to the Remix or the Miss Elfire Betty, if you're looking for, this is a more 20s style shoe. If you're looking for something that's going to be good for dancing with a leather sole, these are great. These Remix 20s style shoe. I can't remember what this one is called. My perfect memory is with shoe names is failing me right now. But these are really cute. Definitely more 20s styling. But if you're going to be dancing, like swing dancing or anything like that for like extended periods of time, you really don't want to be going with a super high heel. And these are so comfortable. These are great for dancing. And a metallic is kind of like a neutral in my book. So these come in silver and gold. And they have the leather soles, which are good for swing dancing if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, they're super comfy. I don't like wear them I don't wear them in photos or for photo shoots, but so look, we are discussing comfort shoes. Yeah, because this really wouldn't be like a photo shoot shoe for me. And honestly, neither would the Betty's, just because the heel height is a little low for photo shoots. It's just true that like a higher heel is going to give you a more photogenic posture, and it's going to lengthen you, and it's going to it just does all this stuff, like makes your legs look long, kind of sticks your butt out, and it's just like it makes your photos look better. And it just, I didn't make the rules, guys. It just is like the 3-inch heels are like a little low for photos for me. I mean, if you're just taking like street style outfit photos, me made May, like that's fine. I'm talking about like if I'm going to be doing like a charm pattern shoot and we've spent like lots of money and resources to make it look a certain way. Like that's kind of like what I want to get at, is there's stuff I would wear in my everyday life if I wanted to be comfortable. And then there's stuff that I would wear for a photo shoot, and they don't always mix. Okay. Another similar silhouette to this sling back with an ankle strap. How cute are these? I never should have said I remember all the names of shoes because I'm forgetting everything now. This is a Remix style. Has these cute like lacy sides. Ivory. This is an 8.5. Spectator toe. And a lower heel, so these are more comfortable to wear around too. Another lower Remix shoe that would be nice for dancing. And now, yeah, just all the names are gone, guys. Sorry, my memory's gone. So these are beautiful gold shoes. Look at that with the little knots. And then like a little 3-inch heel and an ankle strap. Again, a nice neutral metallic. Love those. All right, so those were like our sling back Mary Janes with lower heels. And then another sort of category that I wanted to talk about was like a vampy 40s style platform with a sling back. Check these out. These are like a green croc peep toe with this fun little overlap on the center vamp. And these, how high are these heels? We're looking 4.5, I think, on these. And there is a little platform. Great for photo shoots, great for anything. Like these are very 40s to me. So that can be a limitation sometimes with these. If you want to take photos of things that are more 50s inspired, you can mix and match, but these like scream like Joan Crawford. I think these are called the Joan Pump. Joan Crawford, like very, very 40s, vampy, film noir sort of thing. And then a similar, like a sandal style from Remix is this ivory sandal with a little platform. And look at those fun cutouts on the vamp. Love that. Slingback, ankle strap, super cute. Susie wore these in the L'Amour dress shoot. And she and I wear the same size. So I was super excited about that because I was like, anything I buy for her to wear, I can keep and wear myself. So we always like that. So those are like the 40s style stuff. Okay, let's talk next. I have like comfort and sandal-y stuff over here. But let's talk about non-comfort stuff and then make our way over to the most comfortable and casual at the end. Okay, so let's talk about this shoe silhouette, which is like super modern. This is by Ted Baker, but the great thing about this style, this is so flattering in photos, I will say, like a pointy toe and a high stiletto heel looks great in photos. I have a lot of these in various colors. That's a great thing about like a modern shoe like this. You can get them in like every color of the rainbow and cheap too. Like don't pay full price for anything like this because you can get, you know, every brand, like what Christian Cavallari or whoever it is, like they're making these, like Jessica Simpson, you know, you can get this like Dorsey cutout stiletto heel in so many great colors, and they look so good in photos, very flattering to the leg. And I have these in a lot of like bright jewel tones that I might want to wear with, they look great with 50s style dresses and super flattering on the foot. I'm repeating myself now. They are so uncomfortable. I'm going to tell you right now, I call these photo shoot shoes because there is nothing else I would ever do with these. I don't even want to walk from my door to my car wearing these shoes. No, not interested. Too uncomfortable. Hate them. So that's what I'm saying. If you're just looking for something to take photos in, something flattering that's going to come in like a rainbow of jewel tones, these are great. And in that same silhouette, how beautiful are, can you guys see this? This is a Betsy Johnson. Blue is her like wedding special occasion line. They've got these like aqua soles. Only ever worn in a photo shoot once. These are like Louboutin knockoffs, right? With that sheer side and the rhinestones. These are so gorgeous. I bought them in black and in this sort of peachy blush. No, it's like a peachy nude color. So pretty, right? Love those. Okay, so these fall into the photo shoot. You will hate your life silhouette if you wear these, but so beautiful. Okay. Where should we go from here? I have these Miss Elfires from like way back that I wanted to show you. They don't make these anymore, but how cute are these? I think these were called like the Cinderella or something. I've worn these a few times for photo shoots and for actually going out places. And these are really fun because these have like a lot of the hallmarks of actual 50s shoe while being a reproduction. So a couple of those things are the lucite heel. How much do we love like a carved lucite heel? So beautiful. And then the spring-a-lator. Do you guys know what that is? It's like this little flap inside the shoe with an elastic, and it holds a shoe like this onto your foot with like the tension of the elastic. It's called a spring-o-lator. How 50s is that? So these are cute. They're kind of like, they've seen better days. These must be at least 10 years old, but these are great. I love these. All right, so the next shoe silhouette I wanted to discuss is your mule or your slide. And I wear these with things like the Jane set, with you're like channeling your inner Sandy from Greece, but at the end of Greece when she's a badass. Then what you're looking for is this style of mule or slide. And I did show you guys the reproductions that Remix is making now of this style. So these were originally by a brand called Polly of California. And these shoes are actually Polly of California. They're not vintage though. They actually like resurfaced for a while and we're still making shoes. And that's when I got these pink ones. So beautiful. I love these. So now Remix is making them. Candies was like into this thing for a while. So it's kind of 70s too. Like you'll see this like wooden mule in all different eras. But Polly of California was sort of the original. And it's like very Maryland, very, very, very like Hollywood starlet kind of silhouette. Looks great with like a pencil skirt, capris, your Jane set, your jumpsuit. So these are great. Not that easy to wear. And then I did want to bring out some Lucky Lou's too. I have two things by Lucky Lou here on the table because this is another super vintage style, is that carved Tiki heel. These souvenir shoes were really popular and they would all have these kind of carved Hawaiian Tiki scenes in the heel. So some of them were wedge like that and some were like a heel like you're seeing here, a chunkier heel with like a tiki god or like, oh, this one is another great example. So it's like a little palm tree and a little hut. And there's some seashells. It's like a little tourist kind of scene. So Lucky Lou makes these now. And I love their shoes. They also have a range of heel heights and styles. They have one that's higher than this with an ankle strap. And then they go down to like this. I call these flats, which cracks people up. So apparently these are not actually flats, but they're close enough in my book. These are super comfortable. I can walk in these for quite a while. And that wedge makes it very comfy. And I love this blush color. I wish more companies would do this blush. It's so much better than beige. So those are your Lucky Lou's, your sort of Tiki souvenir shoes. All right, should we get into wedges? Let's go right into wedges. This is a style that you can find like at your DSW, your Ross Dress for Less, your TJ Maxx, your eBay, your Amazon.com. So inexpensive, so plentiful, the humble espadrille wedge. These look great with 50s styles, with capris, full skirts, pencil skirts, everything. And they tend to be pretty comfortable because they're a wedge rather than a heel. Look, I am talking about budget and I am talking about comfort every now and then. So these are by Kelly and Katie, the DSW brand, right? These are super comfy, great with everything. Wedges are great. All right, so then I have some like, where should we go from here? Sandals, so like summer shoes. I also buy a lot of like more flat sandals. I consider these flats. Are these flats? From Remix. And they have these sandals in so many different colors and styles. I was unsure about white sandals for a long time. And then last year I broke down and bought them. And they're great. They go with everything. Like you can tell they would look great with this dress. A lot of different stuff they look really good with. Pretty comfortable. They're kind of hard. That's my kind of complaint about these is there's no cushioning in here. but really pretty style, and they come in a lot of colors. I also have a pair in this black with the toe pleat, small wedge. These are great. Missy says I have those. Love them. Yeah, so lots of fun wedge sandals you can get from Remix, more comfortable. I also wanted to show you, I bought these last time I went to Viva, which was not last year, but the year before, are a very sort of 50s style too. Another souvenir style would be your Mexican hand-tooled leather. So you can see there's like hand tooling on the wedge, and then on the vamp here, cute little peep toe. These are super comfortable. This green surprisingly goes with so much stuff. I struggled to figure out what size to buy, but luckily I was there, so I just tried them on. Who knows? Who knows what size they are? But how cute are these? And the brand is Marlena. So there's a guy actually from Mexico with a booth at Viva selling these. So I bought so many shoes at Viva last time I was there because there's a Remix booth. There's the guy selling the hand-tooled shoes. Yeah, so there's a lot. There's a lot to see. Okay, we've gone over sandals. Oh, no, let's save that. Let's talk about boudoir shoes, shall we? I feel like I'm always like, if I see anything like this, I'm going to buy it. Like a little boudoir satin slipper. Not to wear, mind you, for photo shoots. How great is that? And you guys, did you see the ones I wore for the Rose dressing gown photo shoot? They were like really high and had like a feather pom-pom puff. What do I actually wear around the house? These. But these are pretty cute too. Little Chinese slippers with the beading on them. I got them in a little boutique. Boutique is, you know, maybe an overstatement. A little store in P-Town last year, and I love these. Missy says if you're in Los Angeles, you can get hand-tooled shoes for $40 on Olivera Street. Missy, you're taking me there next time I visit. Okay, so that's the boudoir. Let's talk. I just have 2 things left to show you, and that is, no, 3 things. More comfortable flat shoes that I really do wear day to day. So the first would be pointed ballet flats. Okay, so these Rothy's come in a lot of different colors. They're made from like recycled tires or something. I got, what did I get? What's the right word? I got, well, guys, I've lost the word. I want to say snookered. Is that a word? I got snookered into buying these. By all those Rothy's Instagram ads that say that they're washable. They are washable. The truth is, they will make your feet smell so bad that no amount of washing will ever get the stench out. And I just keep buying them anyway because they have the perfect pointed toe. These look so good with full circle skirts, very like casual styling. I know a lot of people say like wear a liner with them. I can't get a liner to not show. I'm not going to do it. I don't find it comfortable. So, I mean, you can like do the removable insoles and like replace the insoles. That's one thing you could do. But yeah, they don't breathe. And so they just, you know, they build up a lot of smell for me. They're plastic. They stretch. I have to go half the size up in these. I get the 9.5. But man, these are so cute. Amy of Poison Girls, is Amy here? She wears these a lot too, and she ended up wearing them with the Stanwyck skirt with the embellished felt diamonds. And it looks so good with like a below the knee length circle skirt, which is a lot of skirt. I don't know why. She looks so good wearing these little flats. So if you don't do heels, these are great too. You can always add a more comfortable insole if you need a little more support. They don't have a ton of support. I'll say that. All right. Flat. Those are flats. And then, Flat Sandals. I got so into these last year. I wore these like every day. So if you ever look on like 50s pattern envelope illustrations for sundresses, the ladies are usually wearing these like Grecian sandals that tie at the ankle. And I just like love the look. It's very like vacation in Capri. Just, you know, very, very casual summer vacation, Grecian fantasy. I love these. These are by Madewell, and I just bought them last year from like Zappos or something. And I bought them in like the caramelly brown color and this one, and I wore these like all summer last year, and they look great with things like the popover dress and full skirts and all sorts of different summer stuff, shorts, etc. So those are some flat sandals, and then just like going really casual, really economical. If you're looking for something to wear with like little capris, some people wear these with dresses. I don't really do it because I don't like how it makes my legs look, but that's just my personal hang up. Keds. Keds have been around forever, right? Super 50s. They come in great colors. They come in your red, your black, white, and these look so cute with like capris, jeans, shorts, all that stuff. So again, not a ton of support, but it's something that you can add a support insole to. Man, I really feel like I ended up discussing comfort and budget quite a bit. Did you guys feel like those two concepts were the keystone of this talk? Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? What do you guys say? I know you guys have been chatting away. Can I sit now? Is this weird if I just sit back here behind all my shoes? Hi, everyone. I covered it all. So yeah, those are my thoughts on shoes. And I feel, you want them all? Come over, come try them on. I feel like I could probably go even more into budget discussions and maybe even a little bit more into comfort with a little more preparation. Oh, no boots. Yeah, I guess I'm not really in a wintry kind of frame of mind right now. Coke Zero break. Coke Zero's in the kitchen, all the way over there. Clogs. Yeah, see, this was by no means comprehensive. I do have a lot of clogs. Care of espadrilles. I don't really know. I don't have anything to say about the care of espadrilles. I've never done anything to care for my espadrilles. Yeah, we're so over winter. Yeah, winter doesn't exist in my mind. You guys want to see my old snow boots? You guys want to see my wellies? You don't want to see that. We're talking glamour. Have I tried Royal Vintage? I haven't, but I've heard really good things about them, and I've on a couple different occasions have added things to my cart and for some reason not ended up buying them. Probably because I'm not really sure what size I wear or how they run. All glam all the time. We're just living the fantasy right now, guys. Little furry boots. Yeah, I do have some cute little furry boots. Yeah, maybe when the weather starts turning again, we can talk about winter shoes, but I feel like I just don't need that kind of negativity in my life right now, especially as it's starting to get warmer here. I don't want to talk about it, guys. Maybe in the fall we'll do it. Jenny Girl says that it runs true to size. Okay, that's great. Yeah, let's do it in the fall. I can't handle it right now. Yeah, Charlie Stone shoes are great. I have a couple pairs of those. Maybe we can bring those out. What's my lucky loose size? 9. So Great. What'd I miss? What's going on? I'm just going to hide here behind my shoe collection. You want to see Jenny and Marin's shoe collections? Oh, Jenny, you like your regular choice? Yeah, a lot of people like those. I don't think I've ever bought a pair of your regular choice. They're very, very quirky. How do I store them? In piles on the floor around the house. And I also have shelving units. My viral Instagram video. I have shelving units around the, what's the word? Ceiling. No. You know, the walls. The walls, guys. You're in love with Lucky Lou now. Yeah, they're great. Lucky Lou isn't that expensive either. What are Lucky Lou's? Like what, 100 per pair? And they also have sales. So that's nice. Ideas for beginner pinup shoes. I kind of feel like that's another video, and like I was saying, not something that like I'm going to cover extensively today, but I could, you know, another day, like I said, pull out things that are more more budget friendly, more comfort friendly. All right, everyone. So that was fun. Thanks to everyone who suggested the topic. Now I have to put all these shoes away back in their piles. So, weirdest shoe I've bought. I do also have a thing for cowboy boots. So I have some, maybe that's not weird, but in New York State, it's a little weird to wear like floral embroidered cowgirl boots. But I do have a couple beautiful pairs of cowgirl boots from Nashville. What other weird shoes have I bought? I mean, honestly, the weirdest thing for me I've ever bought was like a pair of Skechers, like orthopedic shoes when I was in Arizona last visiting my mom, because I started actually having, I can relate to everyone who says they have trouble with like back problems and all of that. I started having a lot of foot pain last summer. And it was when I was mostly wearing these like every day. So just wearing flats with no arch support exclusively, I think was really the problem. So I had to switch it up for a while. And yeah, so my mom took me to JCPenney and bought me some orthopedic style Skechers. Remember that, Mom? Is Mom here? I just heard from my mom before this, and she is buying a camper, which I'm so excited about. We're not getting to go on our vacation to Madrid and Lisbon this summer, but hopefully we'll be doing like a mother-daughter road trip in a camper. There's Mom. I was just talking about our road trip fantasy. It's gonna happen. A vintage camper, no. But believe me, I've gone down the rabbit hole on Pinterest of looking at vintage campers. My family, we're kind of talking about how we're going to get together, and my brother and my mom are both sort of like in getting into the RV camper thing. So trying to convince me that I should buy one. So of course I was trying to figure out what campers are pink and vintage. The Shasta, yeah, so great. Yeah, foot pain is a real thing, like especially as you're getting to be a certain age. So I will just say, like, you know, be careful with your feet. Mix it up. Yeah, you don't need to wear heels every day. It's an occasional thing for me, like I said. And yeah, support is good. The Shasta definitely comes in pink. Yes, it is so amazing. The camping wardrobe. Oh my God, can you imagine all the gingham? So yeah, my mom was saying that I should figure out how to like do some Patreon content like up, you know, ahead of time, and then we can go on our little girls road trip somehow. But maybe we could just make it a Patreon thing. Would you guys be happy with that as a month of Patreon content? Me camping with my mom wearing gingham. Is that a month of content? No, it's not. So many popover dresses. Marin says, I love staying in Fort Wilderness at Disney World. My parents have a big RV, so it's comfy enough for my husband and I to stay with them. I didn't know that's how you stayed at Camp Wilderness. Do it. We could take video every day, compile them into the Patreon video. Mom, are you on board? Oh, we could bring our featherweights. We both have Singer featherweights. We could sew on the road. I mean, this is kind of sounding like a month of content, as long as it has a pattern component. Yeah, I'm not really usually a camping person myself, but I think I could definitely do an RV. This sounds really fun. This has to happen. You guys support it? Yeah, it would be pretty fun. The pink diamond cowboy boots from Doll's Kill. I do need that. That sounds like something I need. Plaid 49ers and overalls, camping glam, realize. So true, Missy. So true. Yeah, I like this fantasy. Pattern component could be a picnic bag. I like how you think. You could also have a vacation. Interesting. Interesting concept. We could like stop at campsites and like put our featherweights out on the picnic tables. I'm sure we'll figure it out. So speaking of Patreon, I'm filming new Patreon content tomorrow. Very excited about that. I came up with a new name for it today. It's named, should I give you a little hint? It's not going to tell you anything about the pattern, but it is named after a country music star. That's all I'll say. And I kind of had to rethink the content for this month, and I sort of pulled something we'd already been working on, just sort of rearranged things to work with our new world and the way we're working now. You guys are all guessing. I'm not going to look, because if you say it, I'll reveal in my face. It's Billy Ray Cyrus. Yes. It's named the Billy Ray. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah. So it was kind of like at a moment, well, I've had several moments, obviously, where I realized I needed to sort of rearrange content that I was planning and rethink how I was going to release it. And between Charm Patterns and Patreon and not having access to a studio and all of that, and, you know, not having access to a tissue printer. And so this next month of Patreon is something that I've kind of has been on the back burner for a while in a different iteration. And I've sort of like moved it like a little puzzle piece. And I'm actually feeling really good about it. I'm like excited about it. There've been a couple things that have happened that are not at all what I wanted Charm or Patreon to be this summer, but it's all exciting stuff. And I think you guys are really going to like this, and it's good. It's good for what we're all going through right now, and it's also good for summer and more casual wear. And I just feel like you're all going to really respond well to it. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. You guys are all guessing. No, it's Billy Ray Cyrus, guys. I've confirmed. I've already confirmed. So yeah, I'm really excited. What is casual? What is casual? This little turban is casual. I bought this hair scarf in Paris. Isn't it pretty? In like a little boutique in Paris. I walked into this, Petrus is the name of the boutique, and all they sell are scarves. And the saleswoman, once she realized I didn't speak any French, she asked if she could like pick out a scarf for me. I actually think I was wearing this dress, and she picked out this scarf for me. I was like, I like that saleswoman tactic. I'll take it. And she was actually on the money. This was like the best scarf for me in the whole place. Where else have I traveled? Oh, I have done a lot of traveling in the past few years. So 2 trips to Australia. I did a trip to New Zealand. I've done 3 London trips. This is all teaching. Last summer I did Berlin, Paris, and London. That was like my glamour European tour. And let's see. And then with my mom, we went on a like river cruise across Europe. A lot of it was in Germany. That was really amazing. Where else have I traveled? A lot in the US for teaching, obviously. For a while, I was doing a California trip every year. And I kind of try to plan teaching around various events like Dapper Day, Viva, all of that stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's funny, like this year, I decided not to travel. So this is the first year that I had planned to be home anyway, which who knows why that worked out, but I just got a little burnt out on traveling the past couple of years and decided I needed to like be in my home base for a while and be in the studio, especially with the Patreon and all of that. So oddly worked out really well that I didn't have to cancel any travel plans this year. I have been canceling retreats. You know, I teach retreats here in Beacon, New York, and so those have been canceled. I just canceled the July session. So we'll see about August. I'm kind of crossing my fingers that we're able to do those. I don't have any future plans for any travel, guys. So like most people, I'm not planning anything right now. So yeah, no plans. And I'm actually kind of enjoying staying home this year, I gotta say. So yeah, I'm not like itching to set up any travel plans aside from ones for like pleasure and to see my family and to go to Dapper Day. I mean, I'm going to need a Disney trip when this is all over. So Dapper Day. I was thinking about Viva today. I'd love to go back to Viva next year. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking more in terms of traveling for fun. And maybe I can do some like little events and meet and greets and all that stuff. So hopefully they'll be reopening LA by August. Yeah, I'm not really planning any. I'm a little worried that once we start to reopen, we're going to have new waves of this. But I mean, yeah, we'll see. Jenny, you're going to go to Viva? Awesome. Come to Savannah. Yeah, we'll see. Dapper Day staying at Fort Wilderness in your mom's new camper. Mom, do you hear that? Mom, we can take your camper to Fort Wilderness at Disney World and stay there. Loving this plan. Sewing your Viva wardrobe. I was just thinking that today too. I'm like, people are going to start sewing for Viva so early. I was like, it doesn't, because I was thinking about seasonal releases and all of that. And I was like, it doesn't matter. We can be releasing summer stuff all winter this year because people are going to be so ready for like Viva, Dapper Day, beach vacations next year. I mean, do you guys agree? I kind of feel like I can just be so like releasing sundresses all year. Can we have a Viva meetup? Totally. Yeah, I did that last time I went to Viva. We had a tea party. I'm not much of a partier, so I don't tend to like stay out and drink, which is a lot of what Viva is. So I planned, instead of a drinking meetup, I planned a tea party meetup at the what's that hotel called? The Mandarin Oriental? Is that the name of it? We did a tea party in the there's a restaurant with a tea room on the top floor of the Mandarin Oriental with a beautiful view of Vegas. And so we did like a little like fixed price afternoon tea there, and it was so fun. It was definitely like more my speed than a lot of stuff that happens at Viva. It was really fun. So tea party meetup sounds good. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my thing. Yeah, I don't plan like cocktail hours. I plan tea parties. That's what you're going to get with me, guys, I'm afraid. So yeah, we can do that. I've also done Dapper Day tea parties and stuff like that. So yeah, more my cup of tea. So yeah, we can definitely do that. Yeah, when we're back out there, like let's do some fun meetup kind of stuff. Yeah. Tea parties are fun. Yeah. Tea parties have cake. They have tiny sandwiches. They have everything. They have gloves, hats, everything I like. It's a Waldorf now. Who knew? Kate, you don't drink, so that's why you haven't been to Viva yet. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting experience if you don't drink, because there's a lot of partying that goes on, but I mean, you could really just go for the shopping and not and enjoy yourself. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think if you have enough plans, for shopping, meeting up with people, the car show, there's tons of stuff you can do. I mean, I've always just been a little overwhelmed with how the music and stuff and the partying goes all night. Like there are bands that perform at like 4 a.m., which is crazy to me. But I mean, you don't have to partake of any of that, obviously. And I think I also will probably stay off site next time. I've never been had my stuff together enough to get a room at the Orleans. And last time I got a room at the Gold Coast, which was, I don't like casinos. That's my other thing. You can kind of see why Viva isn't really totally my scene. Like I don't like casinos. I don't like gambling. I don't like the smell of cigarette smoke. I don't drink. I don't party. Like I just everything that happens in Vegas is not really my speed. So when I got there last time and I went alone, and I had plans to meet up with some friends, but really spent a lot of time alone on this trip. I got a room at the Gold Coast, and they gave me a smoking room. And I had all these dresses with me and all my beautiful shoes. And I threw a fit at, I don't know if any of you witnessed this. No, it wasn't that bad, but I had a real problem at the registration desk where I was like, I cannot stay in that room. And they were like, well, I said, I asked for a non-smoking room. And they're like, well, you don't get guaranteed that. And we just give you what we have left, and it's booked up. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll see if I can handle it. I went up to my room. It smelled so bad. And then I went down to the registration desk again. And I was like, no, but seriously, guys, I have really nice clothes with me. I was like, I can't have them smelling like an ashtray. And so I just kept going back to the registration desk and asking different people. And I think they finally got so sick of me that they gave me a new room. So yeah, I also reported I was just such a little Sandra D on this trip. I reported the bus driver for being a misogynist. He called a woman a crazy bitch as we were driving out the window. And so, yeah, I'm like that woman at Viva, calling, I'm sorry, but is this really the type of person that you want driving your guests around? This is me at Viva. So fun, right, guys? Can you not wait to hang out with me? Yeah, so that's me, me at Viva. But yeah, I mean, it's fun just for the shopping and for the tea parties and all of that. I can sit by you. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, you know, we can't all be super fun partiers. So if you don't like the music, it's an expensive weekend to hang out. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess I would go back for the shopping and like for the networking and to the tea parties and Jenny Barnes. I'd rather go to Tiki Oasis in San Diego. Yeah, totally. I've never been to that one. All right, everyone. Well, that was fun. Thank you for joining me, as always. I'm going to stand up so you don't have to so I don't have to say goodbye in my little corner. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining my shoe fantasy. I've heard your request for more styles of shoes, and we will pick that up at a later date. And let's see, I'm not going to see you guys again until next week because tomorrow I'm doing a video shoot for Patreon and maybe doing some shooting. I don't know. Early next week is a little iffy too because I need to take pictures as well. So just let's stay in touch on the Instagram, guys, in my stories. I always tell you when I'm going to be doing a live stream. So I will keep you updated, but yeah, tomorrow's a shoot day, and then I'm going to take the weekend off, and then I will definitely see you at some point, if not Monday, then probably Tuesday will be my next live day, and I'll come up with another fun topic for you all. So thank you guys. Yeah, go shoe shopping. I hope I didn't enable too much shoe shopping today, but I don't feel that bad. I mean, don't you need this? All right, everyone. Thank you so much. So much fun hanging out with you guys this week. And I'll see you back next week. Goodbye. Mwah.